With the 2023-2024 NBA season rapidly approaching us, we've heard a lot of rumors throughout this offseason. With the Damian Lillard saga with the Miami Heat, with the James Harden situation with the Los Angeles Clippers, even Pascal Siakam with the Atlanta Hawks and the Pacers being interested in him. There are a lot of teams that are willing to shake up their rosters for the upcoming NBA season, and there's a rumor for a mock trade from NBA Analysis Network that dives into the Celtics possibly bringing in a new center. So welcome to Celtics Digest. I'm Bruce Veliz. We'll be going over this mock trade from NBA Analysis Network and who the Celtics could be targeting as another center to bring into their roster, while also we'll be diving into the Pro-Am victory from Peyton Pritchard and his stellar performance, dropping 61 points. So let's get first started into this new center possibly coming into Boston. And you might be asking, we already brought in a center. We brought in Kristaps Porzingis. Why would we need another center? Well, this center could possibly help out the Celtics and maybe even move Kristaps Porzingis to the 4, and that is Jarrett Allen from the Cleveland Cavaliers. Now, this mock trade would be Al Horford, Payton Pritchard, Sam Hauser, and a 2025 first-round pick for Jarrett Allen. And honestly, I think this would help out the Boston Celtics a lot. You could have a great starting lineup of Derek White, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Kristaps Porzingis, and Jarrett Allen. You could have Robert Williams come off the bench, and with his injury history in the past recent years, you obviously would want to save him for his durability and keep him for the playoffs. This will also increase that as well. You can then also have a great rim protector at all times because Jarrett Allen and Robert Williams will be on the court all the time. One of them will always be there. So the Celtics will always have a shot-blocking rim protector that can catch lobs and be effective at that all the time, which is a great ability for a NBA team. The only thing that really raises some concern for the Boston Celtics when we're doing this trade is when we look at the future with the money. Jarrett Allen has $20 million on his contract this year, and when you look in the future, when we just extended Jaylen Brown and we're already tight on money, bringing in another $20 million contract might be tough to move alongside with Kristaps Porzingis' $30 million and the extensions that we need to give to Jason Tatum, Derek White, and to Robert Williams in the near future. For the Cavaliers standpoint, this would also be great for them as they would get some role players in Al Horford, Peyton Pritchard, and Sam Hauser to go along with their new depth that they brought in with Georges Niang and obviously re-signing Caris LeVert. That was one of their main problems in their first-round matchup versus the New York Knicks. They didn't have a lot of depth, and the New York Knicks had much more depth than them to outscore them. Another problem with the Cleveland Cavaliers, and one of the main concerns on why Jarrett Allen hasn't been in the rumors, is because his fit with Evan Mobley might not be the best, and when they gave him the money, they would more likely have to trade him than trade Evan Mobley on his rookie deal, who is harder to trade on his rookie deal because his value isn't respective of how much he is making. Therefore, I think that for the Cleveland Cavaliers, this would be a huge move for them, as they could also use the money that they trade off of Jarrett Allen to possibly dip into Donovan Mitchell and his extension, as they've been rumored to want to extend him as well in this upcoming season. And then they could bring in a mid-level center to replace Jarrett Allen and have a still solid core of a nice roster ready to contend for the playoffs. If I'm the Boston Celtics GM, the only reason I'm saying no to this trade is for the long-term future, and that is because with Jarrett Allen's contract being on this roster, it'll be a lot harder for the Boston Celtics to keep their core players of Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Kristaps Porzingis, and Derek White. Also, I feel that even though Robert Williams and Jarrett Allen are very similar players, I feel like Robert Williams in the offseason has tried to develop his jump shot and trying to become a better player and to turn into a similar player like Jarrett Allen, in which I don't think we need two of those same archetypes on the Celtics roster. I think we need some flexibility, and even though it would be great to have a rim protector at all times, I know Kristaps Porzingis can be a great rim protector, so can Al Horford, and Robert Williams is definitely an outstanding rim protector, so I don't know if we necessarily need the essence of the emphasis of Jarrett Allen's rim protecting as well. Next, we're going to be talking about the pro star, Peyton Pritchard, and how he's been succeeding in his offseason. He's obviously played with the Team USA basketball team and has actually done some great things with them as well. But recently he played in this Vancouver Pro-Am where he did terrific. He posted 61 points at the Vancouver Pro-Am, and this is dubbed Canada's biggest Pro-Am. The Ball Don't Stop has been inviting amateur and professional hoopers to its summer showcase games since 2016. Peyton Pritchard's 61 points represents an event record, beating the likes of similar NBA stars in Jamal Crawford, Scotty Barnes, and former Celtic Nate Robinson. He also played alongside Isaiah Thomas in this Pro-Am, and that's honestly great as a Celtics fan to hear. Peyton Pritchard playing with other alumni, learning some things from the great Celtics guard in himself. Definitely great to have those connections and always to learn few things from Isaiah Thomas, as Peyton Pritchard is a smaller offensive guard similar to him that kind of have similar games. Now, with Peyton Pritchard obviously doing great in this Pro-Am, you would expect that, this is just like a one-time stint, but Peyton Pritchard has actually done this multiple times in multiple Pro-Ams, which is very exciting to see as a Celtics fan, as in the Oregon Pro-Am and Portland, he dropped 92 points. And even though last year he saw his lowest minutes per game at 13.4, he did log one triple-double throughout the season, putting up 30 points, 14 rebounds, and 11 assists. And with Marcus Smart leaving and going to the Memphis Grizzlies, we might actually see an increase to Pritchard's minutes for the Boston Celtics. Obviously, for guards, we have Derek White, we have Malcolm Brogdon, we have Delano Banton, we have Jay Scrubb, and we have Peyton Pritchard. 3 of those guys remain on the roster from last year, Derek White obviously being the future starting point guard. Malcolm Brogdon, we don't really know where he stands with the injury situation. He might be out for a little bit of the season. Who knows if he's going to want to play with the Celtics after he's been in so many rumors and being almost traded away. So you have that whole dilemma. So I do think that we'll see a lot of minutes from Peyton Pritchard, and I think that Peyton Pritchard will become a big focal point for this Celtics rotation as the backup point guard. I also think with his production in these Pro-Am games, it kind of shows you that he is a great offensive player, and if he is given the right system and the right tools, he can develop and play really well. I believe that's why he asked out for a trade last season. He wanted to actually show himself, but with Marcus Smart being out of this rotation now, Peyton Pritchard can step up and be that next future guard for us. When the Boston Celtics drafted Peyton Pritchard, they said they never felt as confident in a point guard pick since they took Rajon Rondo, and he does have very similar archetype to Rajon Rondo as well, with the playmaking ability and being a pretty good scorer. So hopefully Peyton Pritchard can live up to what he is projected to be for the Boston Celtics, and the Boston Celtics can look solid with him on this roster going into next season. So in this video, we basically covered Peyton Pritchard's amazing game in Vancouver, and we looked at a potential Jarrett Allen trade. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you guys think that the Celtics would be smart or dumb to make that Jarrett Allen move? And how excited are you guys for Peyton Pritchard? Make sure to like this video, hit the subscribe button, and to check in the Celtics Digest all the time, because we're uploading Celtics videos to keep you up with Celtics content. I'm Bruce Velez. Can't wait to see you guys in the next video, and I'll see you guys then.